Please. His son is missing.
Take a breath. When did you see him last?
I saw him in the bed last night and I've just got up.
Is anybody else there with you?
Yeah, my partner. He's looking out. He's 5. He can't be out here on his own. Please help me. This is my baby.
We're going to get as many people to the area as soon as we can, okay? What's his name?
Logan!
5-year-old Logan Mwangi has disappeared from his home near Bridgend.
Darling, what's going on?
Hey! The back door was open.
So the back door was unlocked?
The back door was unlocked.
Who's got a key for that back door?
Me, it's the only one that's in the back door.
Did you lock it before you went to bed?
I thought I did.
The police are searching the area. His mother Angharad and her partner John seem frantic.
I am begging you, please tell me what is going on.
I've just seen police down there, and as I've gone to walk down
they were all looking
I've just been dragged back up here. No, but I've just been dragged back up here. You wouldn't let me search down that bottom end of the field. Is he okay?
I am his mother.
Yeah, I understand that.
Tell me what is going on now.
Everyone is fearing the worst.
Jesus.
The body of a 5-year-old child has been found in a river in Bridgend. South Wales Police says it was called to a report of a missing child at Sarn around 6 a.m. this morning. Officers found the child in the Oldmore River near Pandy Park.
It's probably one of the most concerning calls that police will ever deal with. Missing children, you know instinctively that any one of them could be the occasion where something tragic has happened.
The little boy's death is unexplained. Major crime are called in to investigate.
One of the things I want to understand, the dynamics within the family unit, their lifestyle.
No, I'm not.
5-year-old Logan lived with his mum, Angharad Williamson, and her boyfriend, John Cole, also known as Jay. And his 13-year-old stepson, Craig.
I want a straight answer. Why won't you let me down there? I have watched enough cop programmes.
Okay.
I am not stupid. What is wrong with my son? I am his mother.
Detectives are looking for evidence to find out exactly what happened to the little boy.
Oh yeah, South Wales Police I am. We're doing some CCTV and house-to-house inquiries now, just to see if anybody's seen or heard anything. Is it okay if I have a quick chat?
The only thing I heard was Saturday morning, 2 people running past here, heavily, really thumping past, and they were shouting to one another.
I got woken up by Itzy at 5:40, and the woman was screaming hysterically. I could hear and see it from my bedroom window, so I seen it all and heard it. Yeah, shouting up the street, Logan, Logan.
Any significant updates, CCTV-wise?
I think you need to see what Darren's about.
Within 24 hours of Logan's disappearance, the police have found some crucial CCTV.
What we got there? Talk me through it.
This is the address here. So you see this nail come from the back of the address. If you look there, you can see the body being carried out in that position.
There's a movement, isn't there?
So if anyone saw him, they think he was just carrying a sleeping child?
Yes.
Logan's death is now being treated as suspicious.
That's the evidence at the moment, isn't it? That's a crucial bit of evidence, that. Yeah. Very much so.
A forensic pathologist has also done a report after an initial examination of the little boy's body.
There's significant injury in the abdomen. There's a tear to the liver. There's bruise into the back of the head, and there's brain injury. Dr. Williams' assessment is it appears to him to be inflicted injury.
Just 36 hours after the 999 call, police are now preparing to make arrests.
We're going to arrest John Cole, Craig Mulligan, and Angharad Williamson on suspicion of the murder of Logan, and the rationale being the inconsistencies in their accounts in terms of their movement. They said they were all asleep in bed. The CCTV seems to show there's a lot of activity in the early hours of the morning. This is going to be difficult.
Alright, John, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Logan.
What? We're going to arrest you as well. Right? Hold on. Calm down.
Why am I getting arrested? Craig!
I'm under arrest.
Just do as you're told, please.
Angharad.
Craig, you have done nothing wrong.
I know. Get the out of my way.
Hey, come on now.
I'm not messing. Get out.
You gotta be careful now.
I'm going to pop you on next time to play in the bath. I'll pop you in there and I'll pop your seatbelt on, okay?
We need to help find out what happened to Logan. I've just lost my son and this. It's tearing my heart apart.
Logan was found on a riverbank, just 300 meters from his home.
So where's he found? On the other side of the bank,
On the other side of the bank.
So how's he got over there then? How would he have got over there on his own? Can he light it on the pathway? Just thinking, if you were a little kid at 5, I mean the terrain here to get down there, if you didn't have any shoes on, it's a hell of a way.
It's just down in there somewhere and they bring him up and start working on it here.
Dear me, dreadful.
Forensic teams are searching for clues to help explain how Logan was killed.
So this is the rear bedroom belonging to the 5-year-old, and then this is the bed which hopefully will be recovering.
Anything startling coming out of there?
Yeah, they took the sheet on the bed. Dad had said we took that off and put it in the washing machine.
Okay.
On body warm when at 6 o'clock in the morning the washing machine's on. So we're going to go in now and have a look in the washing machine.
It's a challenging investigation. You know, it's one that weighs heavily on my mind at the moment.
The police now have to tell Logan's real father what has happened to his son.
As a mother myself, I think is the worst thing that any parent could ever have to deal with.
Logan's father lives 200 miles away in Essex. Angharad Williamson had only allowed him to see his son a handful of times after she moved to South Wales. This is the first time a senior member of the investigation team will have met him.
How have you been coping?
Trying to cope the best I can. I was the first person to hold him when he was born. Used to hold him so tight. The last time I actually saw Logan, he wanted to stop for a little bit because he wanted to watch all the workmen, like, you know, working. He wanted to watch the crane and stuff like that. And it was, it was really good, really good couple of days. That was the last time I saw him alive.
What happened when you contacted Angharad next to see him again?
No, she blocked my number. For the past, pretty much 5 years, I've been struggling and trying to fight just to see Logan, and she made my life an absolute misery. All I wanted to do was just, you know, just be a dad.
"24 hours after her arrest, Angharad Williamson is about to be formally interviewed for the first time.
It's Monday, the 2nd of August 2021. Angharad, tell me everything you know about what happened to Logan.
Logan got washed, and then I let him choose his pyjamas. He had his black bottoms with his little dinosaur ones on, and he was wearing a black Spider-Man top. So we had a mixed match outfit. I put Logan to bed, and I tucked him in.
What time do you think that was?
About 10:30. And then I woke up and Logan wasn't there. I thought this was all my fault. I thought because of COVID and he'd been quarantined that he'd gone outside because I told him he couldn't.
It's just before 9:15 and we'll stop the interview for a short moment.
She's listening intently to everything you say, and she's picking you up on the most minor detail. Normally they'd be upset all the way through the interview, but she's upset for a bit and then she's back in the zone listening, and I think we can go straight, even showing her the CCTV.
Can I continue, Angharad?
Well, what the help as much as I can.
Okay. From the CCTV, lights appear on and off at various intervals through the early hours.
No, I did not switch the light off. I was asleep.
This is the front gate to your house leading out onto the street. And this would be around 2:45 in the morning. It's definitely a person walking through and they're carrying a shape what looks like a body.
Please close, I don't want to see it.
Okay.
That's my son.
Who do you think that is, Angharad?
Jacob.
Police have arrested 3 people on suspicion of murder after the death of a 5-year-old boy near Bridgend.
Morning everyone, it's just gone 9:30, so we'll kick off.
I'll just give you all a bit of a generic overview, just a bit of a wash-up. As far as the forensic work is concerned,
we've recovered the pillowcase and the mattress cover that was on Logan's bed. Both have got blood staining on them and they tested positive to that.
Okay, so Ed.
Yes, boss. If you could just brief up the team.
Quite significant developments. John Cole, we had a very detailed, prepared statement.
Nearly 48 hours after his arrest, John Cole, the partner of Logan's mother, is formally questioned by detectives.
This is what John Cole says. Friday was really difficult. Logan had tested positive for COVID and he had to self-isolate in his room.
We haven't wanted him to have physical contacts because of COVID. When he told him to get back on his bed, he'd just say no. I shout, I'm quite loud.
Both of us had grabbed him and taken him to the bedroom.
You asked him to go in the corner and he just wouldn't stand still. He'll bite himself. He kept throwing himself on his hands and knees.
We both are guilty of smacking him.
I've come up behind him, so I've kind of just hoisted my fingers like that, picked him up, pushed him, get in bed. Clipped him, it was like that. It wasn't like a swung. He went to bed with no food.
I fell off to sleep. The next thing I woke up to Angharad screaming, he's dead. Logan's dead. He was lying on his back. His eyes were wide open. I moved his head and it flopped.
Angharad said to me she heard him take his last breath.
I can't remember who said, take him out of here. I carried him to the river.
There's like a little steep kind of drop. I put him on the edge. I put him there and then I went back up.
Angharad, when I came back and handed me the dinosaur top, she said, we have to get rid of this. I went out and threw it in the bushes.
I didn't really hang about. I was panicking.
"13-year-old Craig Mulligan, John Cole's stepson, had moved in with his dad and Angharad just 4 days before Logan was killed. Detectives now believe the other figure in the CCTV with John is Craig.
I woke up in the middle of the night, then Dad come into the living room with me. I know we weren't meant to do it, but we grabbed some of the rubbish in the back garden and we chucked it in the river. Now it was all in like black bags and everything. I don't know what was in the bags, I can't remember. And then about 20 minutes after, we went back out to check whether they've gone down. We didn't say anything. We were trying to be as quiet as we could because we didn't want to wake Logan or Angharad. And I don't know whether Logan was still there at that point because we didn't look.
So a few statements have come in today which is starting to paint quite a disturbing picture of how Logan was treated prior to his death. Family friends have said that as a form of punishment, John would put Logan into the press-up position for a considerable length of time. Logan was actually crying and John has made him stay like that.
Just dialing into this meeting.
We get the important statement from the friend who give quite a disturbing account of how they brought up Logan.
They've been eating a KFC. Logan has had cereal and Jay has been taunting him, making noises while he's eating the chicken and, you know, they say, oh, this is lovely, we got this, you haven't.
And Harold's made comments. I miss punishing him. I miss shouting at him.
Angharad and John are now blaming each other for Logan's death.
Jay is a good man. He is a good father, but he has his violent outbursts.
John says that Friday it had been a rough day.
Logan, John was making him face the wall. Wasn't even allowed to face us.
So how often would John make him do that?
Every single day.
Okay. And for how long each day?
All day.
John is saying both him and you had hit Logan. And you had ripped Logan's dinosaur pyjamas.
He was on the floor, and rather than grabbing his body, she's picked him up by his t-shirt. It's ripped.
This is not true. This is a lie.
And John is saying he woke was to you screaming, "He's dead. Logan's dead."
And Harry was seriously frantically panicking. So was I.
Angharad, listen, we need to find out the truth here, and this is for Logan. Okay,
Yes,
we need
I
to
know
find out
it's
the
for
truth.
Logan. This story is very extravagant. None of it is true.
Why would John lie?
Because John's a liar. Because he doesn't want to get done for murder. I wish I never let this man into my son's life.
He said that you handed him a dinosaur pyjama top. You said to him, "We have got to get rid of this."
No, that's false.
And where is Logan's top now?
I don't know. I was too busy looking for my son to look for a dinosaur top.
That isn't as clear cut as it was last night.
The big thing for me is like she's painting Jay as amazing father, and then he's amazing father who makes a 5-year-old stare at the wall for 10 days.
The time is 14:40. John states that he had grabbed Logan and had thrown him on the bed, and you did the same.
No, I did not throw my son on the bed.
John also said that you'd hit him to the head.
I have grabbed my son in the past. I've grabbed him here and here. I've held him and I was like, "Stop fucking telling lies." He killed him.
Hi, Chief. I'm with the team now.
She said he's lying.
Yeah. She's saying he's lying.
So she's pointing the finger of blame firmly at Craig or John.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely. She's totally denies it.
Does she talk about
ripping of the shirt?
She's denied that, saying that's not the case.
That's massively important for her now. If we find it and it's ripped, well then that corroborates what he's saying. I don't care how long it takes them, and they need to be out all night really for as long as it takes to find that shirt.
Time is now 7:08, okay?
That's what Kirsty's sent to her from the scene. Potentially that's what we're looking for.
John Cole, the partner of Logan's mother, Angharad Williamson, says she told him to get rid of the little boy's top after she ripped it when grabbing him. She said none of that is true.
What I've got here is a map of the area. It would be really helpful for us if you could show us on there.
Right.
Around here, was it? Okay, thank you.
One of them is lying. It's now vital police find Logan's top.
Side by side and... Yeah, side by side. Be mindful of the feet.
Just hope we get his t-shirt.
It's Tuesday, the 3rd of August 2021. Did you see any incident or anything that happened with Logan that can explain how he's ended up with deep scalp bruising on the back of his head?
Jay gave him a clip round the back of the head.
How did he hit him? And how did Logan react?
He just went.
Is that how Logan got these injuries?
I don't know, sir. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how hard you have to hit someone in the back of the head to cause an injury like that, sir.
13-year-old Craig now also backs his stepfather John's account of Logan's top being ripped.
Tell me what you can about that top.
Mum ripped it.
When Mum grabbed Logan
by the collar, yeah. It must have ripped off him.
It's very important to our investigation that we find that top, not just for forensic examination and to corroborate John's account, but also in relation to Angharad's case, in that she says that she's sleeping the entire night and has no knowledge of what has happened to Logan.
After consultation, Craig stated that he had in fact heard Mum screaming, "He's dead, Logan's dead." This was what woke him.
He's supporting John's account that Mum was awake before morning.
Yeah.
Okay, that's an about face, isn't it?
Yeah.
By the stage he goes out with Dad, he knows that Logan is dead and Mum is up and about.
I think the divide's becoming clear now, isn't it? Mum's dropping them two, these two are dropping Mum.
Craig saying, I shouted, Logan's dead. That's utter shit.
Okay, so is Craig lying here?
Craig is lying.
Okay.
Craig is trying to cover for his dad.
What we've got now is 3 versions of the truth. The suite of injuries that poor Logan seems to have suffered that is not easily explained by the low-level assaults that John is portraying. What he's not accepting, Craig, is that he could see that Dad was carrying Logan. The 3rd version of the tissue of lies comes from Angharad, is the fact that she's still maintaining that she's asleep throughout all of this activity. Just really want to get that t-shirt now.
And we found a t-shirt.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, tremendous, well done, Lee. Where was that found?
Well, where we expected to find it.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's not even at the scene, look.
This is a critical breakthrough. Logan's ripped pajamas show signs of a violent attack, and his mother Angharad is about to make some astonishing claims.
The time is 13:33 and it's Wednesday the 4th of August 2021. Officers have found a pyjama top and the damage to the pyjama top appears consistent with the struggle, and that would be consistent with the injuries.
I don't know anything about his injuries. If I did, I've taken him to a hospital.
We are trying to find out what happened to Logan. Our priority is finding out the truth.
Jay hit him 3 or 4 times in the stomach because he wouldn't talk. Jay said the only way this boy understands his pain, and I was like, no,
wow.
Just stop. He was laughing. That's a good one, isn't it? Craig hit Logan as well. He swept him and pushed him to the floor and he banged his head.
How did that happen?
They've both done martial arts. Jay said he had to do it to get him to listen.
Hi, Chief. All right.
Go on in.
She's cracked, basically, and said that Jay punched Logan 3 or 4 times. She's also saying that Craig was in on it as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't be at all surprised if that entire group of 3 have been abusing that poor little kiddie all along.
Is there anything you'd like to add or alter?
Yeah, can you tell my mum to off for me?
Why is that?
Because she's blaming me and my dad for everything when we haven't done anything. Neither has my dad. Now, I'm just sick of this. She's just saying whatever she wants to get out of the cells.
So is it that you are now changing your story after hearing what John and Craig have said about you?
No comment.
Were you up that night?
No comment.
Like they say you were?
No comment.
Like the CCTV says you
comment.
were? Were you awake?
No, I was not awake. I don't know how many times I need to say this. If I was awake, I could have saved my son.
The only thing I'm guilty here for is child neglect.
Logan suffered a violent assault hours before his death. The pathologist found more than 50 injuries on his body.
He's got what they call blunt force trauma to his stomach, and blunt force trauma basically means you're hit with something blunt. So is there anything you can think or an explanation as to that? He's got a bleed on the brain. Could that have been from you striking him that time?
I don't know, maybe. I don't think I hit him hard enough to do that.
I'm just going to show you a couple of photos from exhibit ROD2, which is from Logan's bedroom. So this pillowcase, if we look slightly closer at it, it's got patches of blood on it.
Yeah.
Has Logan had any injuries which might account for the fact that he's got patches of blood on his pillowcase?
Brushing his teeth, I don't know.
Come by here for me. Come to the desk.
So the CPS have come back with charges of murder and perverting the course of justice for John Cole.
You're being charged that between the 28th of July and the 1st of August of this year in Bridgend, you murdered Logan Williamson.
So am I solely being charged? Just me? With murder, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't kill nobody.
In relation to Angharad and the juvenile, we've got charges of perverting the course of justice for tonight.
Step over that.
We haven't quite met the threshold for the charges of murder, but there's a lot of investigation still to be done.
So the charge reads with intent to pervert the course of justice. Is there anything you want to say to the charge on that?
A remembrance service is taking place for Logan Mwangi, who was also known as Logan Williamson, whose body was found in a river in Bridgend.
Logan's life was precious. When one of the weakest in our community suffers, the whole community suffers. We pray that justice may be done and that we may continue to treasure the memory of his life more than the manner of his death.
Really peaceful here today. I feel quite emotional being here, just thinking about what he would have gone through, where the people who were meant to look after him and protect him haven't. I feel like it's my duty, and I know the rest of the investigation team feel that way, to do everything we can in order to provide justice for Logan.
Enhanced footage movements, so yeah, you're a genius, man.
There's been a breakthrough. New enhanced CCTV footage now shows Craig Mulligan must have known his dad was carrying Logan's body.
This enhanced footage clearly shows John Cole leaving the premises, carrying something. Immediately behind him, we've got Craig Mulligan. For Craig Mulligan to turn round and say that he was not aware that John Cole was carrying Logan beggars belief.
The CCTV is now enough to implicate Craig. He's also charged with murder. But there's more tragic news about Logan.
And that's significant, isn't it, to say that we know now he did have a period of survival. Yeah. That was the Home Office pathologist. It would have been obvious to any person that Logan would have been in extreme distress and pain. The magnitude of the injuries is what one would expect in a high-velocity road traffic collision.
As the facts will come out in court, the team now has to tell Logan's dad, Ben, that his son might have survived if someone had called an ambulance.
Ben, if it becomes too much for you and you want me to stop, I can stop at any time.
What killed him? Did he suffer?
So the cause of death was blunt force abdominal injury and so some bleeding around the brain.
Wow.
There was quite a lot of bruising. The total number of bruises is 56.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. And there was a high chance of survival if medical attention had been sought in a timely fashion. There would have been a survival time of at least several hours.
Several hours.
Angharad Williamson's failure to try and save her son further implicates her in his murder.
Angharad, the time is 11:35 a.m. It's Thursday, the 21st of October, 2021. Was Logan in pain in the day, on the day, or in the days leading up to his death?
No comment.
We asked you if you knew that he was complaining of headaches, local pain, losing consciousness, vomiting.
No comment.
Or his abdomen or abdominal injuries would have caused him severe pain.
No comment.
Is there blood on Logan's bed because you assaulted him and ultimately you killed him?
No comment.
In her first interview, Angharad said she was asleep. But the enhanced CCTV footage shows someone moving around the flat.
So I'm going to play the footage now. There's lights are being switched on and off, and there's opening and closing of the curtain, which is in Logan's bedroom. Okay, John and Craig are out at this point. We know from your previous accounts that it's only you at the address at that time.
No comment.
Both John and Craig are saying that you were awake.
No comment.
Okay. If you're not involved in Logan's death, but helped in the removal of his body and the subsequent elaborate lies to the police, then that is something very, very different to murder, Angharad. Okay? And this is your opportunity to set the record straight, for you to tell us anything that you feel may help us get justice for Logan and to find out what happened, to find out the truth.
No comment.
And I'm stopping the record.
just come through. Okay. So my heart is beating really fast. Charges authorised. Murder.
Alright, Angharad, if you stand there, please.
I just feel happy for the team, for how hard they've worked, and for Logan's family. And now that we're one step closer to getting justice for Logan.
So the charge reads that in Sarn, Bridgend, jointly with John Cole and Craig Mulligan, murdered Logan Mwangi. Have you got any response to that charge, Angharad?
What child would have to go through that sort of torture from such a long period of time is... No, it really doesn't seem real. I probably would have tried to take him away. Why didn't they do anything to make it a safe environment for him? Which it clearly wasn't.
Angharad Williamson blocked Ben Mwangi from seeing Logan. The last time he spoke to his son was 19 months before his murder. He wants the law changed so that social services have a duty to inform parents like him if their child is potentially at risk.
If I can stop this from happening to anybody else, then that will be the most positive thing. My lasting memory of him was just a happy little boy. They called me Daddy.
The murder jury in the trial of a 5-year-old boy has retired to deliberate on its verdicts.
It's difficult to imagine how Logan must have suffered at the hands of those who he trusted, and inconceivable that those who should have loved and protected him betrayed him in the worst possible way.
The wonderful memories I have of my son will never be tarnished. They will forever be in my heart and soul. I loved him so much, and somehow I have to live my life knowing that I will never get to see him grow up to the wonderful man I knew that he could be.
It's been a really difficult 8 months for everybody involved. The team has worked really hard to achieve justice. The verdicts will never bring Logan back, but I hope that it does provide some comfort to Logan's family and the wider community.
The death of Logan definitely touched me in a fundamental way. You see things that you can never unsee, and the death of this child has definitely damaged my soul.
And one of the biggest questions in my whole entire life that I'll always be asking myself is why? Why did this happen? Why did Logan have to die?